So what's going on around the world? Well, the good news is that left-wing disgusting tide is beginning to ebb, and hopefully it will never to return. If the right wing or conservatives are able to hold power and execute the will of the people, they'll be able to hold power for some times. But they might not have the intellectual capacity to do that. You see, I'll tell you what happened. Right now, Joe Biden's got a top priority. The country, the inflation, no, none of that. He's got commits to nominating the nation's first black female Supreme Court justice as he honors retiring Breyer. So they pushed some Supreme Court justice out there, and then they want to get back to their regularly scheduled program of, racism or reverse racism. What's the color of the skin? What's this? All right, this is where you belong. This is where you don't belong. Madness as usual. Well, they could do that all they want, while the vast amounts of capital in this that have been printed is circulating through the economy. It has a long arc of inflation. There's a lot of serious things happening, production delays, and all these left-wing policies, even in Canada, where they're having truckers trying to rally, and the needle bullshit that doesn't work from 2019 version that doesn't even work today. They're still trying to push you on this and the booster and all that other stuff. So while the left wing is preoccupied with all of these delusions, the underlying reality is cooking up. And what can you do? Like, let's say you're in pain, and you've only got two options. You got the blue button, the red button. You've pressed the blue button enough times with Obama, with Nancy Pelosi, with all of these people, and now you're in suffering and pain because of it. You're going to try to hit that red button. It's going to reverse the tide, but then it's going to likely have the same consequences, because the right wing of this country is just as corrupt and just as degenerate as the left wing. Just maybe timing-wise, it's better now. Maybe they've refreshed. Just overcapping the history of what's been happening. And it's amazing to see how much of a leader the United States is on, and where the culture really comes from. Right? You had Obama. They had to say that was the greatest presidency ever. Hope changed. That was all delusional. He was very, very careful with the moves he made. None of them really amounted to nothing. The only reason that happened was because George Bush, after 9/11, went to war, and the right wings looked so stupid. You wanted this hope and change, and you wanted to believe. I was a kid, I believed it. I grew up, now I don't. After that, that ended. Of course, Trump came in because that was all a facade. He came in, they lied, collusion, bullshit. He was rude, he was crude, but that was great. And now, in my opinion, the election was stolen. I don't know what anybody else thinks. I don't believe a single word the news media says. You see the consequences of what it is. Joe Biden is a complete incompetent fool. He can't handle it. And the course of history is going to play out right now. It's all coming to a climax of utter failure and disaster. Joe Biden, you can mark my words, I have a serious instinctual feeling that he will not survive the whole 3 years, because this country is all about money. And they put up these lies, we love this, and minorities, and hope, and this, and trans, and this. That's all a big facade, but at the root is money and stealing money, and they stole a hell of a lot. The course of this nation, unfortunately, was not controlled by its leaders, by Obama, Bush, all that Clinton, all this bullshit, with the Epstein. It was really shifted, the course of which, by, and I'm sad to say it, by Osama bin Laden. When he hit the towers, he hit this country so hard, it went to war, then it went elected this guy, then it went that. It squandered trillions upon trillions of dollars, and that reckoning is due to come. That's going to make a huge monumental shift. That's where we're at in this game right now. All the other shit on the news, if you still believe it, and you still rocking with that lies that they tell you, you're a damned fucking fool, and you're part of the problem.